Hiya, my name's Pete and welcome to the channel and welcome to What Remains. And in this episode I brought you to an old abandoned farm, yet another one. There are hundreds of these up and down the country, littered in the countryside, and many of them have relics inside for us to discover. This one is no different from those, and in fact this one has got really something quite special and quite unique in that barn there, and you are not going to want to miss this episode. First of all, you can see that JCB behind me, and I can see another half dozen vehicles that way, as well as another tractor. So I'll turn the camera around and we'll have a look. Here we go, got our JCB. I've already had a quick look around it. This is a Y-Reg. There's a site master. It's very unlikely this has moved in many a year. I mean, look at it inside, it's just absolutely destroyed. I'll take you there to the seat. There's your controls for your rear, for your back actor. And that's your JCB. There are lots of things to see around this farm. I hope to show you as much as possible, so I do hope you stick around. See how the hoses are disconnected in there. Showing a bit more of an interest in that stuff since I've had my motorbike apart. You might see my brother in the background. He's with me on this explore, and we'll go down there and I'll check out these vehicles with you when we get there. Our JCB was over there, and straight away we've got a Volkswagen 1300 here, J-Reg. Boot lid's in good nick actually. We could probably salvage that. Engine still in there, exhaust rotten through. Basically a dead Volkswagen, probably never see the road again. And then this thing is trashed. I imagine that this has been shoved here by a piece of farm equipment. Looking at the state of this, it's a Fiat Uno E-Reg. I will tell you that's E753GLH in case you want to look at any of these vehicles, see when they were last taxed. If I remember, I'll read out the license plates. Ford 5000 tractor. Imagine this will be not far off collectible as well. Metal seat inside. Again, this place has thousands of pounds worth of stuff just lying around in scrap. We'll go over here first, that way, and then we'll go back this way because there is really another special vehicle over there, but it's in that shed where you're going to be super excited to see what we've got. We're not here just for the vehicles, we are here also for the buildings, because this is going to be demolished. It's unsafe. Here we've got a Land Rover N-Reg HCH182N for November. Split screen up front. One of them split screens at one time will have folded forward. Look, we've got the hinges on. Short wheelbase. Load of crap in back. What we've got inside, it looks like it's only done 1,900 miles. So I wonder how long this has been parked up. Again, this one here is probably very difficult to salvage, but aluminium body. Got an old collapsed building there, and we've got some barns over there. Over here we've got a Jeep Cherokee X369 Sierra Romeo. Oh, I've forgotten what M is. M. Jeep M for mother. I don't think it is it? Mike, that's it, yeah. So it's just crazy that people leave these things like this. I mean, I bet there's somebody out there that wants that wheel, needs that back door, needs that door, and they can't find one because these are getting old. There's a lot of stuff in there. I'm not going to open the door because look at that state of that handle. The lock's gone. So next thing is we'll go around into this barn. Here we are, just a little bit further down. You can see the vehicles that we've looked at: the Volkswagen, the Uno, the Land Rover and the Jeep. And then here, an old Mercedes, the V-Reg. It looks like GHN. I can't really see the rest of that, but this is huge. I mean, that is a massive Mercedes, is that. And I will keep saying it, I'm going to put some pictures up at the end of these vehicles so you can see what they are, and have a look more of a look. 350 SE, GHN 140V for Victor. And it looks like through there's an old chicken shed that's collapsed. Not a lot else there. And I want to show you these buildings, because I love these old farm buildings. They're beautiful. You can clearly see that's got 2 floors there. Stable door there, and then we've got these bits here, which I think were for pigs, because I've had a look at these, and some of them have feeding troughs down the bottom. That one's full of scaffolding, and these are just full of stone. Why would somebody just put stone in there? It's not like it's going to rot if it gets wet. And then just around the corner, got another vehicle. I grant you this is nothing special, but it would have been somebody's pride and joy at one time. Sorry about that wind there, I probably should put my mic on. Just a Citroen panel van. A club edition. Next we'll go into these barns and we'll see what's in those. I keep trying to show you where our bearings are. That's the Citroen. And then down here we've got old motorcycle wheels, front and rear by the looks of that, with drum brakes. A couple of rims there and a barbecue. But we've got this motorbike here. Another motorcycle. Now then, this might be, I don't know, it's a boxer engine. I only really know a BMW that do it that way. Is this an old BMW Roadster? You tell me. I can't see any branding on it. A 2-cylinder, a 4-cylinder, and got that exhaust down there. There's no license plate or one lying around. Here we go. This will tell us, won't it? H863WAJ. And again, we'll take some photographs of these and put them up at the end. And I absolutely see no branding on this motorcycle except for this Roadster. Next we're going to access the barn up there. We've got our motorcycle there, and then we'll come in here. I'm going to have to put my light on, it keeps failing, this light. This is the back of the sheds with the stones in and the scaffolding, what you can see down there, and I think these were for pigs with lowness of that. Water trough. But if we go in here, this won't take us long in this one. We do have another motorcycle. I do know that this one is a Yamaha. And I shall. Again, there's no engine in this one. Drum brakes. I do know it's a Yamaha because I've got that on the clocks in there. And then as we continue to go around, huge window panes there. Razor. Alright, Razor mate, hope everything's alright. We've got an Aga and various types of old cooker. This might look like an old bedstead, but it ain't that old. We've got the Belfast sink, and then just a load of old furniture all piled up. Looks like desks and desks and desks. Somebody written the word "unt," and we've got a giant C there. Now this has a second floor, so I'll quickly take you up there, but it's not very exciting. We've got a hopper here. The steps are actually modern concrete compared to some of the farms that we've been to where they're absolutely worn away stone. And again, we'll just have a quick look up here because we've got motorcycle parts. We've got seats. We've got bars. I could do with a new set of bars, but take nothing but photographs. Oh, we've got a manual for a Pitman's all-in-one Volkswagen Beetle. I wonder if they're planning on renovating that. That's full of headlights, engine parts. More and more engine parts, pistons. I wonder if there's that motorcycle downstairs. Got the engine in. Forks there, look at them forks, huge. More handlebars. Parts of carburetors in there by the looks of it. Potentially. And that's what we have. That's what we have up here. So now, so there is a house to explore as well before we get into that barn for that really special treat. So I'll get down there. I'll move round to the old house. It is accessible. I have seen. Don't know how safe it is, so I'm going to go around it first and then I'll go back and film it. But there's also quite a special vehicle there as well, which I know you're going to want to see that. Behind me is really something quite special. You won't often find these on Explores, along with what's in that barn as well, which we will get to. But this right here, two of them. One of them I don't know what it is. One of them I know sort of half of what it is, but I don't know the model. But to have this vehicle sat here, rotting away, who knows how long it's been here, forever. It's got trees growing in front of it, so it's been wedged in there, and there are small trees also blocking it in now. I won't waste any more of your time, let's have a look. Here we go, we're all turned round. A Lotus. It is absolutely ruined. Aluminium body, so it's not going to rust. There's your genuine Lotus badge. Now it conjures up images of James Bond, as it will for everybody pretty much with a Lotus, or especially white ones. But the back of this to me looks like the Pink Panther one. But I don't know anything about Lotus other than they are crap cars. You can see how long this has been here. The door has rotted off. It's just so perished around the hinges that it's just pulled away. Inside, you can see it is just rotten to crazy. Look at it. And then in the back seat, look at how sunk in they are. How people sit in them. That is insane. I've never seen inside the back of a Lotus, so I wouldn't know. Now we have got a license plate. Look it up, somebody, and tell me what it is. Bravo Victor Uniform 741 November. It's got a tow bar on it. And then next to it we've got another car on a trailer. I haven't got any idea on earth what this one is. To me it looks like a kit car because it looks like a fiberglass body type thing. Now it's really difficult to see because it is so overgrown. If anybody can identify it, again, please tell me. So we've got this bumper that's sunk into the body. It's got quite small wheels on it in there. It does look like it was a complete car because I can see a transmission, a differential on those back wheels there. Now I don't know if you can see the shape of this here, but if I go over the top there, you can see that's the engine bay, and there is actually an engine in there. Look. or the remains of an engine in there. There's a tree growing through it now. Now the body is probably quite spectacular because it's not going to rust. There's our door. I'm going to shove you through the window because I can't see. As you can see, it's overgrown. It's a two-seater without a doubt. What is it? What on earth is this car? This is our front. You see these like frog head lamps, and we've got some little ones down at the front there. The bumper is also sort of moulded onto the body, but it's not really moulded because there's a stud there. And wheel arches there. It's fiberglass by the looks of this. I'm trying to get detail for you because if somebody might be able to identify it. That's that. What two amazing crazy finds, and this isn't even the best thing yet. You've got to stick around for that. Lotus unknown, and then we've got this farmhouse which we're going to get to next. There's our way in, and we'll go around to the left. You can see somebody's taken up the floor tiles. Pop those there. Now, this was the kitchen. I don't particularly want to go any further than where I am, but there you can see the stove. I will go take a picture of that at the end, so stay for that. That's why I don't want to be going over there, because I don't know what that is. Well, I do know what that is. It's unstable and dangerous, so that's not for me. So that would have been the kitchen. This would have been your reception room or dining room. This is what remains of the fireplace. I know that the light can drown it out sometimes, so I'm just trying to see the lintels in there. There are some wardrobes in here with those handles. And it looks like this place was maybe started to be renovated at one time and stopped. I'm going to show you the ceiling because you can see there's beading along the edge, or machining along the edge of the joists there. And we've got wooden lintels in here, and we've got probably what I would say is the original architrave there. Again, I don't want to blare it out with too much light. This is the entrance hall. That would have been our front door. There's no way we can get to the front of this house to show you what it looks like, but that's a porch. 2 windows, it's 3 floors, I've been up. This is not a cellar, it is just a step down, probably into some kind of pantry or something, I don't know. It has been modified to have fairly modern electrics there, look, with the grey wiring. And we've got this old alarm system up there, look, with the bells on the top. Is that an old telephone system? I don't know. There's no branding on it. There's your stairs. We'll go up there shortly, but I want to take you into here. This would have been the lounge. Now there's a doorway there, and we've got a fireplace here. The bird's nest there. But I'll just show you this out here because that's been dug out and dug down, and on the outside of the building there is a shape in the brickwork above me of a roof extending that way, so it looks like that's been taken down, footings redug, and they were potentially planning on rebuilding it on the original footings. And here we've got building materials been left a very long time. I've got a shoe. Now I'm going to go up the stairs. They are dangerous, so I've already tried this. Well, I say I tried it, I sent my brother up. I'm going to look that for smart. So he's behind me because I get terrified. Now I can tell you now, these stairs do feel a bit spongy, but sturdy. So we're almost at the first floor. I'm just going to turn around a little bit. Oh, this looks like an original sideways type window with a catch on there. Absolutely incredible. Wow, I love it. Again, I'm going to put my feet from side to side like that. So this is the first floor. There's a blocks up window there. You can see shape in these. Okay, so this is into one of the bedrooms. Hole in the floor. This is why you are super careful in these places. And look at that. Fireplace. Unit in the corner. And we've got the original window there, look, even though that's breeze blocked up. And it looks like this is what they've used to insulate. You can see the ceiling is rotten there. But we'll go up that flight of stairs and see what we can see. Again, I'm looking at the floor all the time to make sure that nothing is going to collapse on me. I'm not going to go any further into this room than this. Again, I've got a closet either side of the fireplace, which is in the middle there. Now my big green light has failed on me, the battery's gone. So I'm having to make do with this bright torch that I've got, which is mega for railway tunnels. But absolutely appalling because it'll white everything out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch it off here because we've got natural light, which tells me there's a hole in the roof. Look at the state of the stairs. Again, I'm going to go from side to side on my way up because this is where they're strongest. Just bear with me. If I fall, you're going to get it on camera. It does feel surprisingly sturdy, and I'm not going any further than this landing because I don't need to. Yes, there's a room there, but you're going to have to guess what's in there. Look at the roof. Poor house. And then an attic space here. Potentially a 4-bedroomed house. No clue as to where the bathroom was. That is our house covered. The Lotus and that crazy little green car. What sort of Lotus is that? I hope you know. So now we're going to go over to the big barn, what we passed originally on our way down here. I know there's something in there that is absolutely amazing and I can't wait for you to see it. Let's get up there. Let's stop delaying it. Let's go and have a look. So now we're around the barn, and in here there is something really quite special, and that's our way in. So let's get inside. Now I've got in through our fence there. I know there is something here quite amazing. I can't wait to show you it. So I'll turn the camera around and we'll have a look at what's inside this big old barn. It's not an ancient barn, but yeah, it's old, and there's plenty of old stuff in here to look at that's abandoned. So that was our way in, and first of all, straight away we've got a really, really old mangle. There we go, look at that. There are some makers' names down there. This looks like it says patent number 5821. Maybe not a maker. Outdoor garden table. Now if we go over here, this is part of the old workshop of the barn. Power washer, huge industrial thing that. Now look over to the bench, they've left this ancient vice made in England. Paramore, that looks like it says as a company name. And then we've got these huge sockets here. Look at them bad boys, massive. Again, as with all these places, we never take anything except photographs, and we're just looking. Now that there is a big old silo, and round there is a pit, so I'll take you around there next. This is just a general overview. I've got an old wooden wheelbarrow here, look at that. I've not put my light on as yet, but there's our silo and here's our pit down there. Now the interesting stuff is over here, and one of them is really quite spectacular for an abandoned building. I will put a load of photographs up at the end of this, so stick around for those. First we've got a caravan. Now this has been trashed, there's not a lot in there. But what we have got is an abandoned motorcycle. Now I don't know what this is. There we go, we can probably Google that and have a look. There we go. I'll just take this away. It's difficult when there's not much room. But you can see I've got a 4-cylinder there. So it's a big beast. It looks fairly original. Look like Pirelli tyres. There's our tank. But I've got no name badge. A Honda. There we go, crankcasing down there. So anybody knows what that is? Is it a valuable bike? It's in kilometres. Looks like it's got 66,000 miles on the clock. There's your switch gear, look at that. And your petrol tank does this. That is probably a dead giveaway to this motorcycle. Definitely seen better days. Many original parts on there. There's your kick. Oh, you can see your carbs there, look. Same brand as my Suzuki. And again, got Honda on the crankcasing down there. Absolutely amazing. So as we continue to go around, there's a roller here for a lawnmower, which is down the side of these caravans, but that is knackered. Now I'm going to just show you inside this caravan because there ain't a lot here. I've been inside, there's a few little motorcycle parts, but look at it in there. These places are dangerous, so you don't want to be going in these without looking, scouting around and seeing what's what. Now here's our next motorcycle. Yamaha XT. Trail, off-roader type. There we go, look at that. Got indicators still on there, headlamps smashed. Doesn't look like an original headlamp. Engine's gone, part of the frame missing. But we've got drum brakes on these, front and back. And there's the license plate on that one. It's got a Y-Reg license plate on it. EJN 252Y, if you want to look that up and see when it was last registered. Now more vehicles, here we go. This is unbelievable. A Citroen 2CV. Now I quite like these cars, I think they're pretty cool. Look at the little top on there, look. And then of course, if you know the history of these bikes, you'll know how stable they are, cars even, you know how stable they are on uneven land and where they were invented. And here we go, look at this one. This is a little James Bond type little Nelly aircraft. I can't imagine this thing will ever fly again. There's our steering stick. I wouldn't even fancy flying in one of these. Has anybody flown one? Drop me a comment. I've got a compass there. I don't know what these dials are, probably altimeters and fuel. Yeah, incredible. What we've got down at our feet, look, left and right pedals. Oh, that's the front wheel. And then we've got a Saab there. And then here we've got a sail, because we've got a sailing boat as well. So whoever had this had some very expensive hobbies. Now I would have said that isn't far off seaworthy, to be quite honest with you. I've had a look around, there doesn't seem to be any rot on it. And then we've got this here. What's this? A Solano fan heater. Oh yeah, well, you probably can't see inside there, but I can. Yeah. And then some kind of spreader there for the farm equipment, and some kind of elevator here, more than likely to do with that grain silo. And then we've got this Italian little sports car. Can anybody tell me what this one is? I've been led to believe it's a Fiat. Is that true? I do not know. It's got its spare wheel on there though. The dashboard has seen plenty of better days. And obviously a rear engine vehicle. I've got my brother with me, who you've been seeing in the background on this episode. Engine's gone. So our next thing is this Saab here, but we've also got another 2CV. This one's G-Reg and the other one was a D-Reg. This is a Dolly. I do like these cars. I mean, she's not in bad nick inside either. Look at that. Looks like 71,000 miles on the clock on this. I wonder why it was left in here. Was she an MOT failure? Who knows? 4-door. Handy. I would have that car. I'd have no problem with that. I don't think I've ever seen a Citroen engine. Look, I thought they were in the back. What a knobhead I am. They're in the front. This is a 2CV V6 Special. God blimey, it must be sporty. I don't know if this bonnet's loose, I'll lift it up. It's too loose, it comes off at the top there. So, do they come forward? Is that what they do? Yeah, look. There's a bit of an engine bay in there, but not much. Well, it's all there actually. There's the air filter. No battery. And then we've got your Saab 99 GL here. Have a quick look in that. Do that so you can see the dash. I mean, it's been kept under cover, so these cars aren't too bad a condition. But for me, it's this. I've never seen an abandoned helicopter before. Absolutely amazing. Look at the blades. It's still on there. This thing will never fly again. It'll never be airworthy. If anything, maybe a part or two as a restoration, but this actual, yeah, I don't think it'll make it. I've had a look around this. These are fuel tanks. You can see your airframe there with your tail blade on there. I can't remember what they were called actually. But we have got a registration of the aircraft. I'm sure that is probably quite Googleable. G Bravo Hotel November Victor. And then here we go, you've got your rear blade. You can see how these things work, look. Look at this. It won't spin. I don't know if they're meant to spin anyway if they're not running. And we've got our rear lights there. And this is made by a company called Bell. I do know that because I did have a look at some parts on it and they've got Bell on them. There's our cylinders here, look. Lycoming is who they'd my light went off then for some reason. But amazing. Let's have a quick look in here. We've got text Bell Augusta Bell Augusta. I wonder if that's the model of the helicopter. And then we've got our instrument panel. I'll go down that for you. Amazing. And then there's our controls. So that's the pilot side. We're at the passenger side. We've got our seat belts in here. Just before I leave the helicopter, our kid has pointed out, actually, if I'm at the passenger side, why have I got controls? So it turns out that both sides are pilots. So that's where our stick would go in there. And then if I can get my brother just to move them pedals at the other side, see, they're moving, working. The stick does move when you move it side to side. It is moving up there, but you have to be quite forceful with it, directly side to side. There, you can see that moving. Alright, that'll do, because it's noisy when it catches something. So with that helicopter there in the background, I hope you've enjoyed this episode looking around this old farm. Quite amazing finds, never seen an abandoned helicopter before. I doubt I'll ever see one again, especially one of this type. In the meantime, please like, share and subscribe if you've enjoyed this, because there are loads of things coming. We've got railways, we've got motorbikes, we've got more abandoned buildings and a lot of other things in between. So please take care. Bye bye.